just are more important. You know, I was at a funeral yesterday for a cousin of mine in Williston Park. Great guy. His name was Paddy Boyle. He was married. He was married to my father's cousin, but we're also related to him on the other side. Sounds like a weird inbreeding kind of a thing, but it's not that. It's just like a little village in Ireland 100 years ago where all these people came from, and so I'm actually kind of related to him on both ends. He was a great guy. St. Aidan's in Williston Park is a big church, and it was pretty much full. He was just loved. He was loved by his family, and clearly lots of great friends. He was a retired city police captain, 3 kids, a bunch of grandkids, and I was pretty, in a sense, distantly related to him, but it didn't matter. We all knew him and we all loved him. He was he was like this life of the party. His son gave the eulogy, and he just talked about his values and principles and the things that just sort of guided his life and the way he stuck to them. He wouldn't check the polls to see what people were thinking before he committed to something. He was just a really principled guy, and it was so obvious. There were response. His son said this about his father. This was a great line. He said, "He was the most consistent person I've ever known. If he believed it, he lived it. No shortcuts, no easy ways out, all the way." Man, wouldn't you love your son to say that about you at the end of your life? It was such a celebration of a great life. He died suddenly, so it was very sad. I met with his grandkids the night before or the afternoon before at the wake. A bunch of, late high school, early college-age kids, a little bit older, a few of them. They loved him. They just loved this guy. And they respected him. His son, in the eulogy, he said, look, this was such a great line. He said, he was addicted to his grandkids. That was what a compliment. He was addicted to his grandkids. And they said it he knew what was going on, and they knew this. They knew that he knew what was going on in their lives. He tracked their lives. But he wasn't a lunatic in the bleachers. He didn't become a fool because of their sports. What was it? What was it? What was his secret? Why that response? Why so many people? Why so much respect? You don't know him. He wasn't a famous guy, wasn't a rich guy. His death didn't make headline news. He's just a great man. He was a great father and a great husband. So what was it? It's he found the roadmap to living a great life. The winning playbook. He had it. Well, this is also what his son said. My father was a man of strong faith. He came from a devout Catholic family, and it was very important to him. My father never missed Sunday Mass. Ever. He wasn't a fan of the COVID-era TV church masses. And he was in the pews as soon as they were allowed back in. As a family, we never missed Mass. He was addicted to his grandkids. I guess he was more addicted to God. And that makes for a great life.